Greetings, St. Margaret's Elementary School families. This is Mr. McAuliffe, principal at St. Margaret's Elementary School, coming to you today, Friday, December 18th, 2020, not from St. Margaret's Elementary School, where I typically address you from, but rather here from St. Margaret's Church, for a very brief but heartfelt Christmas wish for you this year. I need not tell you how challenging 2020 has been. We've all been reminded of that for the past 12 months. That being said, I truly believe that we have been blessed here at St. Margaret's. We've been able to, over the last several months, put together a plan to reopen our school to in-person instruction 5 days a week. And since the beginning of the school year in early September, right on up through Christmas, we were able to educate your children here at St. Margaret's in person 5 days a week. I truly, truly believe that in-person education is the best for young children in particularly, not only academically, but socially and emotionally as well. So we really have been blessed here at St. Margaret's, and we've been blessed with your help, and I encourage you to continue to be safe and be healthy so that we may continue to operate in person. I know that the holidays are a wonderful time for family to come together and to celebrate, but I encourage you to please be careful. The reason that I wanted to come to you today from the church rather than from the school is to accentuate the true meaning of Christmas. I know that we all love the Christmas tree and the presents and the wrappings and the carols, but really, Christmas is all about the birth of the Christ Savior. And I would ask you, each and every one of you, to this year, to please, with your families, take a few moments, pause, and reflect on the true meaning of Christmas. I'd like to read to you a poem that might help with that. This is a poem that I remember from when I was in elementary school myself, back at St. Jerome's Elementary School in East Rochester, New York. Our pastor would read this poem at the end of each midnight mass each year. And it is something that has stuck with me ever since. And we continue to share it in the McAuliffe household each year at this time. Over the past 2 years, we have taken time out at the end of our last day here at St. Margaret's, after all the parties and the fun, to quiet ourselves and to listen to this poem that I would like to share with you now. One solitary life. He was born in an obscure village, and he grew up in another obscure village, where he worked as a carpenter until he was 30. He never wrote a book. He never held office. He never went to college, and he never visited a big city. He never even traveled more than 200 miles from the place where he was born. He did none of the things typically associated with greatness. He had no credentials except for himself. He was only 33 years old. His friends ran away, and one of them even denied him. He was turned over to his enemies, and he went through the mockery of a trial. He was nailed to a cross, and while dying, his executioners gambled for his clothing, the only worldly possessions that he had. When he was dead, he was laid in a borrowed grave through the pity of a friend. 20 centuries have come and gone, And today, Jesus Christ is the central figure of the human race and the leader of mankind's progress. All the armies that have ever marched, all the navies that have ever sailed, all the parliaments that have ever sat, all the kings who have ever reigned, put together, have not affected the life of mankind here on earth as powerfully as that one solitary life. From all of us here at St. Margaret's Elementary School, we wish you a very Merry Christmas and a peaceful and healthy New Year.